a bit like Morse code.
You're talking still.
Well, see, like, I have people who
You guys, you're just chatting. Hi guys, and welcome to Profound Radio, where we've had our first technical cock-up because people can't be quiet. How are you two today? You having fun there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm having a wonderful time. Ish.
Okay.
I'm just trying to... There, okay, good.
Okay, are you alright?
I just pimped us up.
Okay.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. That was the whole idea. That's right, okay. Before I muted those two, they were talking about conservatories. So, yes, hello, welcome to Profound Radio, and we have our super special guest, Russ Hamilton. Say hi, Russ.
Hello, everybody.
So, yes, let the chaos begin, because this is just... I can't believe you two.
I was actually thinking I was going to do something different. I'm going to try and behave today. It's just one of those things I like to try now and again.
Have you...
And not say anything offensive and be rude and stuff, so...
Well...
You're going to behave?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, really?
And I'll see if I can break my record of 12 minutes.
I'm timing you.
Okay. Get the stopwatches going now.
So, were you still talking about conservatories?
Yeah, I'm trying to explain what a conservatory is to Russ. I don't think he's getting me. Do you have, conservatories in Canada?
Well, I don't think so, but we definitely don't have them in our house. We don't have conservatories in our house. It's it was cool because you said you're in your conservatory. And
I do.
We have living rooms and family rooms, and then we have a shed. So that's it.
So you have no extensions from your house that are made out of glass?
We might call that a solarium.
Oh,
yeah, that's even a posher word.
That's posher than the British word.
That makes
How's
it
that
sound
possible?
like some sort of medical thing. I'm just gonna, go.
Yes, but I don't have a
sci-fi space thing, solarium.
I don't have a solarium because I live in a bit of a shithole. So shitholes can't have solariums. It's a law in Canada. So. Well,
Russ, I'm in the solarium.
It's fantastic. I'm currently drinking a tea in my solarium.
Yes, actually a glass of wine at the moment, but
Wow, it's noon here. Even I'm not drinking yet.
8 o'clock, dude.
Nice touch.
See,
yeah, I admire the fact you guys live in the future. That's so cool.
Yeah, we're 8 hours ahead here, so we are rocking in the future. Oh dear, look, everyone's
well,
here
we are.
already. Busy chat, guys. You need to say hello to the chat people. Hello, chat people. There are quite a few.
Hello, chat people. How are you?
Yeah, you've really brought it in today. So we do actually have an agenda today, believe it or not. And
isn't there always an agenda?
Yeah, we always have an agenda, but we never stick to it. So I don't know why we bother every week. But the intro cocked up. That was the first item on the agenda that cocked up. So thanks.
It's not PR without technical difficulties though.
It's not Profound Radio with everyone just failing really badly. So I actually put on the agenda because me and Gem have been playing the cookie game. Gem, what are you at the minute?
I will have a look for you. I am on nearly 11.5 million cookies at the moment.
I'm going to put mine up. Here we go. I'm on 153 million.
Yep, 11.5 million, and I now have my mother involved in it.
So all we need to do now is get Ross playing it. That'll be him, I can guarantee. He's quiet now.
Oh wait, am I doing something wrong? That sounds awesome.
Have you muted?
Is that better? Have I done something wrong?
No.
You're good now. You're good.
Sorry, I just had the echo, and I was like, what the hell?
Well, that's because I was trying to log in so I could see the chat thing, and I can't, so I'm going to fucking give up, because I'm lousy at this shit, so.
Can you see the chat, or...?
That was the evilest laugh ever. That was cool.
She does that. She's quite the evil person.
So, okay, because that's what I was trying to do.
Hey! That was me trying to laugh with a sip of wine in my mouth. It's not that I'm evil. It's more of a case I don't want to spray wine all over my laptop.
Well, that just doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe your laptop wants some wine. We are not going to get through this agenda, are we? Okay, so we'll...
No, bring it.
Okay, so I have been asked to promote the backlot poll again, which is the Slash Madness poll, and we have Destiel going up against Steric in the final. So we'll post a link after that, as usual. Our links guy isn't here today, but, he even managed to do it last week, so he'll do it this week. He's lost his voice. That's why it's me and Gem this week, because Kaleb lost his voice and everyone else is doing Gishwas, even though we should be.
Yeah, we kind of should be doing Gish Wish, but
Yeah, who cares? So speaking of Gish Wish, everyone good luck because it finishes tomorrow, and we hope you aren't too fried on that. So that is actually our other stuff.
Intro done.
That's the intro done. I've managed to get through that in
See?
record time. See?
That's 8 minutes in and you've done it. 8 minutes
I've
in
been
and we've done
enjoying
it.
the whole Gish Wish thing and tracking it and watching people. It's fantastic. I think what he does is it's super cool.
It is, and I have to admit, it's my first year doing it, and it's been one of the most stressful, but one of the most fun experiences of my life. I didn't get to do it last year because I wasn't very well, but this year, because it's been summer and because I've gotten a whole lot of people involved, and we've worked as a team, and like seeing Sam with our Viking Ratsy, excuse me, was just brilliant, and it's just been so much fun and doing something completely out of the ordinary, and it's cool.
Oh yeah, I had to make hats for my rats, which was fun. So yes, agenda. What agenda? We don't have an agenda. No, it's a stupid idea.
That would be organised.
Sure.
Yes, you don't like it. Agendas are a waste of time. Who needs that nonsense?
I know. We're just here for a chat. So yeah, and I also need a drink really bad. I totally forgot to do that before I came on.
Well, we can talk more about conservatories if you want to go and get a drink, because I really could,
I have one here. I'm cool.
Where's everybody else today?
Where's everyone else?
Where's the rest of the crew today? The posse, dare I say?
Yeah.
Caleb's not well.
Yeah, Caleb's not well. Shannon is doing his Gish West stuff. Silven, I think, at the minute is pretending to be a Kraken. I am not sure.
Yeah, she's
She's releasing the Kraken right now. So that's where they are. Shannon, I do believe, is dressing in watermelon rinds at the minute. So,
So I kind of came in just to say hi and help out.
So hi, Gem. How's it going?
Hi. Hi, guys. Hi, nice to see you all again. Whoa!
So, that was my phone.
Is that actually your ringtone?
Yeah, that's my ringtone.
That is really cool.
Oh my god. You need help. So, okay, we have...
Oh, Russ got a nickname.
Yeah, he has the nickname, the Rusticles.
Rusticles.
Yeah, I'm not super okay with that, but I'm not super not okay with that. It's just one of those things which kind of came up as it went along, and it took on a life of its own. And a certain wonderful friend of mine is responsible for getting that started, and he took extreme fucking glee in getting that name out there. So,
well, they're asking you to give them a shout out right now. So,
what's that? Pardon?
They're asking you to give them a shout out right now. Your Rusticles.
Hello, Rusticles. How are you? I love you guys. Thanks for following me. Thanks for being cool and wicked. And thanks for interacting with me on Twitter and Tumblr. I think that's fantastic. It's a world of fun. Absolutely love it.
See, there you go, guys. I said hello to you. Okay.
See, I was so I can see the chat, but I can't because all of a sudden I got an echo. So.
It's because you need to mute it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you can mute the thing on the bottom hand corner.
Yes, the right bottom hand corner of the video. There's a little thing, and if you click it, it mutes it. And then you can be on the chat.
There's probably not a hope in hell I'll figure that out. So.
Seriously, just go on the thing, and bottom right hand corner, there's a little mute button.
See, that's why you guys need to prep me ahead of time. You need to walk me through. I needed a tutorial.
Yes, well, you were busy, so, we just...
We spend all of our time talking about Solarium instead of tutorialing me through the whole process.
Well, it's not my fault you said, oh, what's a conservatory? And then you just start talking about conservatories,
Hey, it's a very important conversation. I didn't know what a solarium was until 5 minutes ago.
Oh, now you do.
Right? Who knew this was educational?
Educational. We are educational, remember, Sam? Maple, we're educational.
Call me whatever. Everyone's been calling me Sam all week.
You!
Me, that one!
You!
I have work.
Okay, so what was the agenda for you guys today?
Okay, we have an interview for you, if you believe that. So I guess we should sort
an interview.
Yeah, I know, right? I was just going to talk to you for an hour or so, but we have to ask you questions because...
That's normal.
That's normal. When were we ever normal, though?
Hey, you ask the weekly people questions, you might as well ask us.
Okay, but I just sort of, it's fun to chat to.
Anyway.
So let's get this started then. So everyone who's
Bring it.
here, everyone who's here knows who you are, obviously. But for anyone who doesn't know, you are the locations manager for Supernatural. So can you tell people a little bit more about what you actually do as a job?
Well, okay, I mean, basically what a location manager does, we get the script as the show does, like our shooting crew, we get ahead of time, and our job is to break down the script. So we'll go like per location, regardless if it says a house or a street or a shop or whatever, and we'll break it down in a location breakdown for page count, at which point then our job is to, in conjunction with the production coordinator, or sort of the production designer, we send out scouts to look for locations that are script dependent. And we come up with several options for a house or a street, whatever in the script. The production designer will look through the files, we'll go with the director and the producer and production manager and look at each option and decide which one best suits our needs, both budgetarily, visually, of course, which is the most important thing. And then once the location is found and picked by the director, our job is to therefore make it work. So we deal with the cities and the locations. We run the sets. It's prep, shoot, and wrap. It's at any given day, we would have roughly 10 locations going either in prep, shoot, or wrap mode.
Wow.
So it's like there's always at least one, sometimes two sets shooting at a time.
Wow.
But there's up to 10 being prepped and wrapped at any given moment.
So
That seems very complicated.
Yeah, so basically you're a very, very busy person. And so is your team.
Well, but not just me. Of course, I have like the location department of Supernatural is amazing. Like the best group I ever worked with. Overall, the best crew I've worked with is Supernatural. They're all just so great. For us to be still together and still having fun and still enjoying each other's company after 9 years is pretty unheard of. So it's without the great crew that we have from top to bottom, it's like none of this would be possible. Because it is just it's a huge show. Very, very fast moving, but it gets done because of the professionalism of the crew, which, professionalism is, an ambiguous term when it comes to the way I consider professionalism.
Yeah, you and professional in.
Can I just quickly ask, how many years have you worked for Supernatural, Russ?
Since day one, I've been with Supernatural.
Oh, wow.
He has been here since the start, Joe. So that's, impressive.
Yeah, right from the very beginning, there was, when we first took over, when Supernatural came to Vancouver, the pilot wasn't shot here. The pilot was shot in LA. When the show came here, I was one of the first 10 people brought on board, and there was another show wrapping out of our offices while we were still in the office prepping hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it's to be involved in such a great show with a great bunch of people since day one is, it's an incredible honor, and in today's industry, it's pretty unheard of for us to go this many years and still get increased viewership last year, as we all know. We have great writers, great producers. It's been a kick-ass ride the whole time. It's been really cool.
But clearly, even the quality of the pilot, you can't tell that it's filmed. Well, the pilot was filmed in California, and the rest of the series has been filmed in Vancouver, and that's obviously a credit to you guys because you do make it look believably like America.
Yes.
It's seamless, and that's credit to you guys and your team, really.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing we had to do, which was kind of cool, was we had to find, excuse me, we had to find as close of a match as we possibly could to the Winchester house in the pilot. And it was an incredible challenge, but at the same time, it was so much fun to do because that's what we love. It's give us a challenge. It's so fun, and this show challenges us every single episode. It's to try and make it look as huge as it is, but then we still are under budget constraints is a challenge, but it's so much fun to do because it's never the same thing every day. Every day it's something else and something different, and you could be having a really easy day, and then things could just turn to shit, but you just solve it because that's what you have to do, and it becomes second nature. Just like I wouldn't know what a super easy day was about because it's just boring. So if there's not a shit, that's why I tend to go out and cause some shit and tease some people because I'm kind of bored if there's nothing going on. So if there's nothing going on, that's when I go run my pranks on people, and our legendary tech survey pranks, the meals and all that stuff. It's a fun bunch all the way around, and it's the way that we all come together when there's a problem. You can't put it to words how much you appreciate the entire show and the crew. Well, I guess you guys can, but
no.
So sort of.
So I can hear my son laughing in the yard. I can tell him to shut up.
No, it's fine. We're good. I can't hear anything.
We're good.
Yeah. So sort of on that sort of topic, do you ever have trouble sort of making it look like America? Because,
I think there's always problems where, like, trying to make it look like America or make it look like, more specific, look like a specific city. So, we don't have a lot of brownstones here like you get in New York and what have you. So it's a challenge to find, and that kind of narrows down the area that you're going to be scouting.
Yeah.
Because
like the different municipalities here, what look most like other parts of the country and other parts of the states.
you see, to us Brits, it's like, oh yeah, it's America, but obviously to Americans, they're going to be looking for specific things. Like, obviously for us, you could just chuck a burger in our faces and it'd be America. But obviously for the Americans and the Canadians, it's going to be very specific, and yeah, I can get that.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, it's fun because it's nice to constantly be challenged. And just show one thing, it constantly challenges every department to make it look like something. Because we're not blessed with having a lot of standing sets. Before the Men of Letters, we didn't have a lot of standing sets, but we were always going to find new things all the time. And while we're still finding a lot of locations, that's been hugely helpful because the Men of Letters set is, without a doubt, it's a piece of art. It's so fantastic.
Oh no! Probably just... My mum is sitting right beside me actually listening to the show, and she hasn't actually met the Men of Letters yet. She's about to in about 2 hours' time. So now Russ talking about the Men of Letters, she's now looking a bit puzzled, has got her mouth kind of covered and kind of thinking,
Oh dear.
So thanks. But apart from that, so I'm just now looking at her going, oh no, I've tried to keep the Men of Letters secret until now.
Well, then we never had this conversation. There's no such thing as Men of Letters.
Yeah, well, what's Men of Letters, So, Men of Letters is actually a really awesome set, to be honest. But didn't they have to downscale it quite a lot? I think I saw around, like, it was meant to be a lot bigger, and they had trouble with that, so... It's still awesome, man. I love the Men of Letters. Oh. Anyway. Okay, next question. When someone stops fidgeting.
I'm going to walk away from the loud work boy.
Hey?
I can just see him now. I can actually hear him now. Is he making a noise? Like a whiny noise?
Yes, well, that's not him. That's a weed whacker making the loud whiny noise. So he actually doesn't sound like that.
Okay.
But I've walked away from him.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah. So how did you get started, in this career? Is it something you wanted to do for a long time, or did you one day just decide you wanted to get involved in TV, or...?
It was one of those things where, without getting all the details, I moved to British Columbia from Alberta after a bit of a tragedy, and I wanted to get a fresh start. And I got involved in the film business and just kind of fell into it. To make a long story short, like my first show was in the industry was Time Cop.
Oh.
To put it in perspective of how long I've been in this fucking business.
No.
But it was one of those things where it was a natural fit right away. I got lucky, but also it's where I should have been the whole time. And I love it, and it's never been dull, never been boring. And when people say if I went to film school, I never did. So when people say, "Boy, how do I get into film?" You just pursue your dream, you go after it. I mean, you don't have to go to film school to get into film. I mean, does it help? But it doesn't really help in my perspective, like for my specific job. But it's also always helpful to come in with more knowledge. So, but my job before working in film was a truck driver. So put it in perspective.
Right.
Wow.
Anyone can make it then, really, if they want.
I think the day
Dare to dream.
Yeah. Well, the day you stop being challenged is the day that you need to move jobs.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Or the day that you need to go stir some shit. So when you're not challenged, stir some shit, and then you're challenging. So
yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Jem, you're up next.
All right. Next question.
Right. What other shows or projects have you worked on?
Wow.
So obviously you've mentioned Time Cop, but obviously which other ones have you worked on?
There's been so many, and there's been a lot of forgetful ones. The stuff that was just. And without mentioning any names, it's some of the shows that you work on, you're just like, oh dear God. I'm going to tell you there's some stuff on TV that I don't get how it gets made, but to some of my shows I've loved working on and stuff like obviously Supernatural is without a doubt the best show I've worked on, just because, and I'm not just saying that to blow smoke up the ass. It's just it's a great show and it's a great bunch of people. But I was also involved with UPN for a lot of years, which back then that's now defunct. It was the television arm of Paramount, and I was working on shows like The Sentinel. and
Oh my god!
it was so much fun to work on that show. Special Unit 2. There's a whole bunch of shows. Like I worked on pretty much every TV show that came through from UPN in Vancouver, just because. And that was a great time in my life. So it was years back, but it was also the same thing. And a lot of the people from the Sentinel are working on Supernatural. So when this show got crewed up, it was a lot of the same guys were here just by happenstance. We all came together again. So we had this wonderful family back on Sentinel that a lot of the main guys came to work on this show. So we have like Chris Cochran, who's our gaffer, and Harvey Fedor, who's our rigging grip, and Mike Mayo, and Dave DeVoe. All these guys are main crew members in their grip and electric department, and we all worked together way back in Sentinel days, back at UPN. And now we're all back together again. So it was really just like a family coming together, and all the other people that came on board. It's been a great experience that way. So I think that's my crowning glory, is the fact that it's lasting friendships. And just some cool shit people to work with.
I think if you know the people that you work with, and this is from my personal experience of a little tiny job, if you're friends with the people that you work with, you get much better results, and it clearly shows. It definitely clearly shows. But wow, I mean, so I can't believe you worked on the Sentinel. I'm so like, oh my god. The guy's asking.
Just so you know, everybody knows my legendary love of tequila. It started on the Sentinel.
I think there's a love of tequila and there's an obsession with tequila, and I think you're on a borderline here, to be honest.
I can honestly say that the main actor in the Sentinel is the one man that got me first interested in Patron. That was my very first time ever drinking Patron, was with him.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So whether we can thank him or blame him is
I'm not
irrelevant.
really. Yeah.
I would say thank you.
It's got to be a thin line between blame and thank.
Or as I call it, neck gods.
Well,
yeah.
Twitter does get amusing when you hit the tequila, to be fair, so, let's thank them for now. Okay, so, you interact pretty heavily with the fandom, but has it influenced the way you look at or do your job at all? How the Supernatural fandom is and so on.
Well, for those who know, from being at VanCon over the years, when we were first doing the location tours, I wasn't on Twitter. And people were asking again, I'm like, no, I got no interest, it's not my thing, no desire, I wouldn't enjoy it. My good friend Jim Michaels was like, you should really go on Twitter, because he was on before me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, it's really not my thing. And then one day I got on, and it was like, it just became like a forum. It was so cool to start meeting people and interacting with them. And as you can see, like I'm a total Twitter whore now, because I'm on the but I love it. I love the fact of getting in there and talking to people and hearing what they have to say. Whether I agree with a lot of the things or not, I love it because everybody has such a passion for it and for the show. And talking and interacting with them is, and I'm genuinely sincere when I say I think of everybody as like the fandamly as I've
totally.
And I love it. I think talking to people is cool. And I try to, in the back of my mind, as I'm going through my Twitter page trying to answer questions, I try to see people who I haven't answered before, because I know a lot of people get upset when they keep sending you messages but you never answer. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to try to answer as many people as I can, as fast as I can, without just being the thanks or hi or hey, welcome to the show. It's genuinely trying to interact and listen to them, because I think it's fascinating to me the passion and the artistic capabilities of everybody between Twitter and on Tumblr, and it's turned into such a world of fun for me to do it. But also, when you start getting in the point, and we all get like burnt out and frustrated, it kind of like talking to everybody on Twitter, it really kind of revitalizes you, and okay, you know what, maybe I will just force through this brick wall that I've hit and keep going for it, because you guys appreciate what we do so much that it really makes it worthwhile for me, because then I understand how much I appreciate everybody else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, social media has helped a lot, because I don't know if Mapal mentioned, I've been with the show since day one, and obviously this is pre-Tumblr and Twitter days, but ever since, like, obviously social media has affected it, we've become a much bigger family, and I think it really does help you guys. I don't know if it does, but it's nice to know that we can communicate with you guys, and, you know, back at the beginning we didn't have Twitter, we didn't really have Facebook, I think, and, you know, it's been nice to see the show grow, and I think it's getting bigger because of social media, because of this, like, family that you have. And I don't know, I mean, it's great being able to tweet you and say that you're doing an awesome job. I mean, because you guys are doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just so you know, when you guys tweet me saying that you're doing a good job, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm going, oh, fuck, obviously I am, I'm fantastic. But at the same time, I do genuinely appreciate when I get that, because it's so cool for people to go, wow, you know, because, like, when you go home after, you know, getting, you know, you go home at midnight and get back up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 in the morning, go back to work, and, you know, you're tired and bitchy, but then you guys go, you know, like right now, as you guys have all seen, I'm on my Twitter page, I'm posting our call times and wrap times for every day of every episode. And it's great to see people's response to that, but, like, and thanking us for the hours that the set crew works, and thanking us for all of our hard work, and just how much they've loved seeing that update. And, you know, I think that we all try to involve the fans as much as we can. Mm-hmm. There's some things we can't talk about, obviously. And, you know, I worked very hard to not give spoilers, because that's one of my, you know, one of the things I just don't believe in is, like, you know, giving away secrets. But I love telling everybody as much as I possibly can. Mm-hmm. And keeping people involved with our show and understanding where we're at. And, you know, and then, of course, let's be honest, I tease the fuck out of people. But it's also done with a lot of love, though. It's not done as, hey, guess where I'm at and you're not. It's done with just, you know, and sometimes I might tease too much, but I do it just because I really enjoy getting you guys involved with what we're doing, where we're at.
I mean, it's just, social media, I think, has helped Supernatural a lot.
Absolutely it has.
Definitely has. And I mean, it's a completely different ball game from back in season 1. And mind you, those are...
You said ball.
I did! Oh my god!
God.
Sorry, Mabel.
So we're what?
I genuinely couldn't help myself, sorry.
We're what, 30 minutes in, I think, yeah.
Maple, you should have known this by having me and Russ on the same show.
Oh, I just muted you, that's fine.
Oh my god, you're so... gosh.
I have people for this stuff. I don't do a lot of things on my own because I'm fucking useless, but I'm trying to get my way through this all on my own. It's like I'm a big boy now.
You're getting better. Hey, you're on fan radio, you're doing fine. So, you know.
Yeah, I still can't get on the blog to see everybody talking, but I'll figure that out another time.
Just
well,
go
they
on
seem to love you if you really want to know, because they're all like shouting, a lot of people are shouting Russ in capital letters, and laughing at you, and they all really love you, and they're saying that they all love you, and that you're really awesome to them as a fan, and yeah, they all seem to love you. I'm just kind of generalising.
Yeah, well, sure.
And
maybe
that's a pretty big generalisation. It's like
and there's a lot of tequila feels going out there. A lot of feels.
Tequila feels. Yum.
Yep.
See,
I wish the one group came up with a term like, you know what, I like to make words out of 2 words and make them one. And she came up with we were talking about tequila tributes, and she called it a tequila butte. Which I love. So. Just so you all know, at Vancouver, at the VanCon that's coming up, we're going to have tequila buttes in the lobby bar yet again. So, which is tequila tribute.
Okay, as well in the chat, we're currently being bullied, Gemma, for our accents, and Tom is the main culprit here.
Hey! What's wrong with my accent?
Apparently
who's dissing my accent?
That'd be Tom, because apparently you say Roos and I say tequila, but because I can't put the high A on the end because of my accent. So they're being really mean to us right now.
Russ, can you understand me, dear?
I love your accents. I think they're fantastic. They're absolutely amazing.
I'm trying to be as posh as I can for the Canadian here.
Oh, no. Tom, you can't send love hearts.
You say...
No. I'm not
I'm trying to be as posh as I can for the Canadian or British American Canadian.
You know what you want to do? Just if you want to be more Canadian, just say A lot and shit, because people seem to think we say A and a boot. We never say a boot. A. How's it going, A? What's that, a boot? And nobody says a boot. I hate when people come here and go like, why do you say a boot? I'm like, we don't fucking say a boot. We say about.
I say a boot.
A boot. Who's a boot?
I live near Scotland, so I say that all the time, so it's fine.
Actually, yeah, it is more a Scottish thing.
I have fun on a totally separate Scottish note. This is actually kick-ass. My AD showed me this yesterday. It's an angry Scot ringtone. It's fantastic. You gotta go to it, so. Get a chance and go Google that shit. It's fucking hysterical. Angry Scott ringtone.
Oh my god!
Just basically.
You will laugh yourself for days. It's fantastic.
Maple, when you get a chance, please introduce us to the term of Geordie and a Geordie ringtone, please.
No,
just
okay,
I'll
Jen,
leave that with you.
No, you're
I'll leave
sat
that
right,
with
no,
you.
Jen, you're sat right here. Okay, Gem is what we call a Geordie, and that's just amazing. Basically, they're the most dangerous people in England.
You made me sound really bad, Maple.
You're just sort of like. She's like,
Oh.
God. What's up?
Ooh.
I can't go on the profound radio thing to find out because I fucked it up. What are the other questions everybody else was asking me?
Oh, right,
Run
okay.
them by me.
How do you get 10 drunk Canadians out of a pool?
Gee, Ruben, we're gonna do Canadian jokes? Holy shit. I don't know. How do you get 10 drunk Canadians out of a pool?
I don't know, let's
Okay.
reply.
Maple.
Yeah, you okay there, Gem?
Yep, my mother has just handed me a piece of paper. She's grinning like an idiot right here. Russ, please, I apologise on behalf of me. But my mum would like to know how is it like being in the X-Files, because she's a massive X-Files fan.
I was never in the X-Files.
You weren't in the X-Files. Ha! Ha! I'm now pointing at my mother. She's Googled you, and she hasn't getting the right information. Ha! Ha!
No, and I'm also not that douchey poker player. I'm not him either.
No, you're
I'm
not
also
cool.
not the 1950s like troubadour band guy.
She's now blushing like an idiot.
Okay.
But I can say about X-Files, I was asked, that was back at early in my career as well, I was asked to work in X-Files for 5 years, and I constantly said no. Because back, like, X-Files was, they worked, like, Friday nights, they worked till Saturday sunup, at what we call a Fraturday. They did that pretty much every week, and I just didn't want to turn into a vampire back then. My show was hard enough, so they were, for 5 years, they tried to get me to leave what I was working on, to go work on X-Files, and I said no every year. So, X-Files.
You can be a vampire because tequila is running through your veins.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
It doesn't drink blood, drinks tequila. Okay, apparently you get 10 Canadians out of the swimming pool by saying, could you please get out of the pool? So, it's a nice Canadian joke.
Oh, it's a polite thing.
Yes, it's the polite thing.
Okay, so where are we on the questions? Yeah.
Well, someone says, Russ is a huge believer, he totally loves Justin, just ask him. We all know the answer to that.
Oh my god, please tell me that's not true.
No, it's not, he hates him like a passion. God.
No, I don't hate. I think hate is a wasted emotion. I
Definitely.
find him incredibly fun of. So.
It's like a scale from Justin Bieber to Celine Dion.
Anybody who Celine Dion. Anybody who pees in a mop bucket deserves to get made fun of.
Yeah,
anybody who spits on his fan deserves to get made fun of. I mean, when you do certain things, you have to accept and expect that people are going to take shots at you in a fun way or not, just because it's a fun thing to do. I mean, when I do something stupid, I expect people to make fun of me for it, and I accept it because that's the way it should be. So if I was to pee in a mop bucket in the kitchen like tonight, which I'm trying to line that up, I would expect people to make fun of me for that. Because that's just what you have to expect, because that's what should happen. So you put yourself in front of the world, like, and you're on stage constantly, which he is, and you do stupid shit. People are gonna make fun of it. I mean, like, spit on your fans from a balcony and laugh about it. Well, obviously it makes you what I said, what I think he is. I think he's a total turd taco. But that's kind of what he does. So I don't hate anybody because hate is such a waste. I enjoy the opportunity to make fun of as many people as I possibly can at any given time.
It's more
I pity him, to be honest.
It's more a casual bullying thing,
I pity him because if he thinks it's clever to spit on your fans, then you inspire pity because clearly he hasn't got a clue.
So I take it you haven't seen his Twitter feed, Gem, because he literally just bullies Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Sam, Mabel, do I look like a Justin Bieber fan?
No, but neither's he, so,
Yeah.
I have all of his albums.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's funny. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Someone wants to know what your hang on. I've lost it because everyone's typing too fast. Stop typing so fast, guys. Gabby would
My mum says sorry, by the way.
Okay. Gabby would like to know who your favourite superhero is.
Ooh. Good question.
My favorite superhero?
Yeah.
Duty Man.
Who?
You have to Google Duty Man.
I'm googling him now.
DOODIE, Duty Man.
DOO.
DIE, Duty Man. It is fantastic. He is without a doubt my favorite superhero of all time.
He doesn't look like a typical superhero.
I'm not
he's
googling
not.
this. I'm not googling this. No.
I'm googling. Oh my god, Duty Man. He's actually real.
Of course he's real. He's Duty Man. He's fantastic. That guy.
I'm not googling it. I refuse.
There's a game.
The creator of Duty Man follows me on Twitter, and he's a really cool shit. And I just think that he also does the same thing. It's another, and he's a cartoonist of sort. I'm going to assume. Mm. But he also does a fun game, which I've kind of put on Twitter a couple of times. It's called Whack Your Boss. And it's just when you get upset with your boss, you can go on this website and you can beat your boss up with a stapler and throw him out a window, and it's called Whack Your Boss. It's fantastic, and it's fun shit. I don't know, but I said Duty Man and it's fun shit. I didn't mean that.
I'm currently looking at Duty Man versus Captain Crackup, so really that sets the tone.
I googled it and I'm regretting this, I think.
Everybody listening right now, at some point, go and look for the Duty Man site. It's a riot.
No.
It is.
Oh my god. What was I expecting?
Alright, but that's... Alright, what next? Who else has a really, really clever question?
Are we going back to the schedule, or are we going to go to the box
Let's
meet?
do the schedule.
Who gives a shit? Let's do both. Let's do all the above.
Yeah, let's go for the schedule for a minute. I was going to ask...
schedule.
Yeah, schedule.
Let's go by the schedule.
I will kill you. I will actually kill you. Nope. I'm being bullied!
I don't swear to God.
Will you stop threatening? It feels like you're threatening me.
No, Jen. I love you, Jen. That's okay.
See, but she's not really threatening me because, to raise the bar of threatening, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but last year, I got an actual death threat. I thought it was totally cool.
You've reached your pinnacle. You've reached the pinnacle now. There's no going forward when you've reached death.
I don't know. I was like, sweet, you want to kill me? That's so fucking awesome. That's amazing.
You're like,
I mean, where do you go from there?
You go nowhere.
Assassination attempt.
You can't.
You're done. You're done.
No, save for nuking my house. There's nowhere you can go.
No, if you survive,
that's quite
killing me is second in line to fucking with my hair. So I think I'd rather have you kill me than fuck with my hair. Because if you fuck with my hair, I'm totally fine with it. But don't fuck with my hair when I'm alive, because I like my hair.
So if I ever do get to meet you, you know exactly what I'm going to do.
Oh, I highly recommend that nobody fuck with my hair. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm taking this as a challenge,
Yeah.
I've a death wish, so that's cool. That's cool.
Right, are we going to go back to schedule anytime tonight?
No.
We should, but just so you guys know right now, just to...
Not to get bossy boots, because I'm never bossy, but just, it's 41 minutes past 8.
Yeah.
Or noon.
Or noon.
Or noon, real world.
No,
noon
it's Mother Country, 8 o'clock, so...
Oh my god, what if it's 12:41, I should actually have a nice glass of tequila in my hand. I think that'd be kind of cool for everybody.
It's PM.
Then I
PM,
share
PM
with all
rules.
of you guys.
PM rules.
I could actually share tequila with everybody if I drank it right now.
Mm-hmm. I have now emptied my glass of wine. This is not a good sign.
Okay, everyone is now targeting you at conventions for your hair, so you might want to...
Wow.
You should have said that.
Okay.
Everyone's,
I know, right? Totally should have said that.
Yeah. You totally shouldn't.
I'm going to walk on the convention floor. I'm going to be walking on the convention floor now with sex hair.
Yep. So anybody who ruffles hair at FagCon, you get a free shot of tequila.
Please take a picture, too.
Now, does everybody know what sex hair is, though?
Oh, yeah.
Misha, if you look in the dictionary, Misha's hair in season 4 and 5 is...
Yes.
There's a picture there.
Castiel's
sex hair.
Yeah.
Castiel's
dictionary, right there.
Castiel's sex hair in season 4 and 5 is actually the definition of sex hair. So
I actually don't use the Oxford nor the Webster dictionary. I use the Urban Dictionary.
Right, yeah, well. Yeah. Mother Country, remember.
If anyone does manage to give you sex hair, they need to take a picture.
The Urban Dictionary is just more fun. Like, for instance, the Urban Dictionary. I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
We want to keep it clean.
I'm going to go there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
I'll do a question. Yes, do a question.
Yep.
Okay, so, what is the best part of your job, would you say?
What is the best part of my job?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's like genuinely a tough one. Like, I guess it's hard to put it in perspective. No matter how hard my job is, no matter how shitty my day is, no matter how pissy my mood is, I look forward to going to work every single day. There's nothing, and there's been like I've been through God knows how many shitstorms on the course of the show. But every day, no matter what, I love going to work. So I also love when we're in certain parts of the city and we're told no, we can't be there by either the city or by the person. I like turning it around. So again, put an example when we shoot at a certain location, which I can't talk about for reasons I can't talk about. This one neighbor who's very powerful was right next door, and he was like, "No, you're not filming there. I'm not letting it happen. I'm gonna go to the city. I have powerful friends." And so I like going to him and talking with him and dealing with him and turning it around. And we actually still filmed there. As much as he was, a bit of a douche about it, we went ahead, although clearly this man had enough power to not let us be there.
Wow.
So it's just fun. I like when people say no, and I'm like, okay, I understand like you say no, but how can we make that a yes? It's fun, and not like in a manipulative way, just, okay, I hear your concerns, how can we make this work for everybody involved? So I think that's probably my most enjoyable part of the job is just turning a no into a yes. Like the city says, no, guys, there's no way in the world you can do that. I'm like, I hear you, but we're going to, so how are we going to do it?
You're a bit of a diplomat, really. You kind of see all angles and kind of...
Yeah, and I don't take no for an answer, because that's not what this show is about. I mean, we're not about going, all right, you say we can't be here, bullshit. We're going to be here, but how can we be here?
Mm-hmm. With kind of making sure everyone's happy in a way, really, isn't it?
Well, really, as long as I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Damn right.
You're always happy, though. It's great.
Well, no, trust me, I'm not always happy.
No, but, well, you always...
It's just when I'm not happy, I kind of like to hide from people, because
you basically
a happy Russ is not a happy Russ, so...
You basically
because obviously any delay is going to cost... Any delay is going to cost money, and then you start thinking, what am I going to do? And I suppose that's a challenge in a way, really.
Yeah.
It's a total challenge, but it's also, I mean, number one, it's what they pay me for. They pay me to, okay, we have a problem, and it's like, I'm kind of like a lapdog. I'm like, here's a problem, go boy, fix it. And then that's it. So I guess that makes me Jim Michael's lapdog. That's awesome. So
that's a good place.
Come here.
Yeah, who's the good Russ? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But you never rubs my tummy. Oh, look, it's my daughter. She's here. Everybody say hi to Paige.
Hi,
Paige. Hi. Nice to meet you. Well, sort of.
Paige's leaving. Look, and she already found her money. I give her weekly money. She's already found it on the mantelpiece. And
good dad. You do realise you'll be doing that for the next 20 years.
You should sort of like...
It's okay. When I ask for tequila, she gets me tequila as well when I ask her for it.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
No. She's not here yet. I'm not going to go. She's not here.
Why don't you go in the driveway? I'm talking. Look, now she's interrupting. She's trying to make it all about her.
Hello.
Everyone says hi in the chat, by the way, so... Everyone says hi.
Hey, everybody in the chat says hi.
Yay!
In
a really odd way. So.
You know what you should do? You should start like hiding money around the house and just say, you know what, you gotta go hunt for it. That's what I would do.
I already do hide money. They know my hiding places. They're very clever little bastards.
You need to get more creative. Really creative.
Just accept it. Just accept it, and you'll be fine.
Well, see, she is the lady of the house after all. So.
Yeah. See, I'm a massive daddy's girl. Actually, well, I'm a both, but Yeah, as long as...
You just said you're what?
I'm a daddy's girl.
But then you said something like, but you're both. So.
But I'm both, in a way.
I like that.
Sorry, that's my accent coming out.
It's okay. That's okay. I like the fact you said I'm both. We're just saying. Okay, and just so everybody knows, right now, I am officially sharing a drink of tequila with everybody right now.
Woohoo! Party. Sorry. This is clearly what happens after I have a glass of wine.
Oh my goodness.
My first glass of wine in about 4 weeks.
Just sang in my mouth.
It's my first glass of wine in 4 weeks, though.
Am I the only one not on alcohol right now?
That is my first drink of tequila in 9 hours. So.
Wow, that's...
Dude.
You must have been stone cold sober for like 9 hours. That's incredible.
I know, it's shocking.
I don't know how you survived.
Nor do I. Alright, next question.
Oh, right, okay, am I asking this one?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so if budget wasn't a factor, what are your top 3 places you would most like to use for Supernatural?
Top 3 places?
If money was no object whatsoever.
Okay, well, I think shooting on the moon would be kind of kick-ass.
Crossroads on the moon somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe shooting in,
Well, Carly owns the moon, doesn't he? So, yeah.
shooting in Hugh Hefner's boudoir would be kind of pretty fucking cool as well. So well, I think to put it in realistic terms, because our show can't leave the Vancouver area, the Greater Vancouver area. So, where would I want to shoot besides that? I mean, obviously, anywhere in the world to take the show on the road would be cool, but that's not a reality, and it's not just about money. But I don't know, man, because there's really any place new that we've never been. The best part about it is going to a location that we've never been before on our show, or that nobody's ever filmed before. That's even cooler. When we can find location, which is really hard, that nobody's ever filmed before, that's like one of the coolest things ever. Because, I mean, this show is so visual, and we have such a hard time finding locations that are new, or that we can make look new. I mean, our art department's amazing. We go back to locations over and over, and the fact how they can change it to look someplace different we've never been is amazing. But I think overall, any place we've never been, as an example, in the episode that we are shooting right now, we're going to a location that we've never been to before, and I am pretty fucking stoked about it. So
it's like a blank canvas. You can do whatever you want, really, can't you?
Yeah, and it's fun. It's just that's one of the really exciting things. And just so you guys know, my daughter's in the background making funny faces at me, but I think that she's probably doing it at you guys too. So
right on, Paige. Right on. I respect.
Anybody that's going to VanCon, you'll be able to meet her, and she will be accepting questions.
I wish I was going to VanCon, but you'll just have to wish I was there.
That's exactly what I was going to do. I was going to wish you were going to be there. So it's odd that you knew that. It's like you're psychic.
Yeah, I am.
See, I definitely wish I was there, but, funds. I was going to try to go to Vancouver for Gishwest for the challenge thing, but no. I don't even have a passport.
Well, alright, so I'm going through the, guys, hold on a second. I'm going to go through this list of questions I was sent. I'm sure it's one of those questions you guys weren't going to ask. But I think everybody who's listening deserves to know the kind of question that you guys were thinking about asking me. And it says, boxer, briefs, or orange banana hammock.
I was going to ask
okay,
it,
but I want to make one thing totally clear. It's a yellow banana hammock, number one. And more importantly, it's a 24/7 commando. There, we're good. So that's... now we got the awkward question out of the way.
There's a lot of people actually now saying that you need to come to Asylum 12 in the UK next year. A lot of people are now saying that.
Yeah.
I would love to, but I think that's up to the Asylum people. I'm pretty sure the Asylum people, and I think that's Rogue that organized that. I think they're shit ass afraid of me, frankly.
Because if you came to the UK or Europe, I might have to raise myself out of my pit and come and say hi.
See, we are trying to get Gem to go to Asylum 12, and I'm trying to bribe her, so you will go.
I probably might. No.
You should. You're going.
I would love to go. It's one of those things where I thought about for this year just to go and gate crash and have fun, but obviously this year it didn't happen. But maybe next year. So
yeah, bring it.
You should.
Bring it. It's like a challenge. Bring it, bitch. That's awesome. We're gonna bring it. I like that. See, when you challenge me, I'm like, fuck yeah, don't challenge me. I'll do it.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, you just challenge everyone, don't you? It's just your thing.
I do. I've got no.
Gishwest, she's just sat there like, bring it.
There's nothing you can chuck at me that I'll not just turn around and go, okay, and.
I think Gemma.
All right, what's next? What next question is there? Okay. We should do one. Let's do a question for the people on the thing. Whatever thing.
You have 10 seconds to ask questions, people. Do it now.
Yes. We'll just wait. Okay. Everyone's saying you're coming to A12. Apparently, you don't have a choice. So.
Who's that aimed at though? Because clearly I'm up on the same levels as Russ here.
Right? Well, I'm going again. So I had a fan club last year, so yeah.
I'm at the moment, guys, just so you know, I'm actually aiming for Comic Con because it's a special birthday for me next year. So I'm either going to get to Comic Con or Asylum 12, depending on what happens with funds. One's clearly more expensive. Okay, we're getting questions through now.
Someone wants to know if you do actually watch the show when it comes out.
I do. and I get asked this a lot. I watch a show, but I watch it from a different perspective. It's like I find it genuinely hard to sit back and just enjoy any show I work on for the show, because I see what goes on behind, and so I kind of watch for, okay, so that was one location we found. How do we utilize it? How do we edit it in? So I wouldn't say clinical, but I just kind of dissect it a little bit more. But I mean, I still watch all the episodes because I enjoy it. I mean, it's one of those things where, and it also, it's the same thing. It kind of makes you go, wow, after all those hard hours, that's what we got, and it's fun, right? So while I might not watch them right away, I do try to watch them all the time. So I might not get them on the time they're airing because I'm either on set or doing something different. But I enjoy watching them. And I also enjoy, like when we air this season, I'm going to be live tweeting and watching the show. Watching the show on my 70-inch,
Yeah.
Celestian Phase asked a really good question. What season did you enjoy location scouting the most?
There is no answer to that because you enjoy it all. And just so people know, I don't physically do the scouting myself. We have 2 location scouts to do it. And they're the guys that go out and all day, every day, their job is to take pictures. So as a location scout that works for the location department, that's all they do all day, every day is take pictures. So we tell them we need houses in this area or we need buildings here in this area, go and come back with what you can find. And we have certain buildings we might want to get into, so they go take pictures of that. But they can take, over 1,000 pictures a day.
Okay, I'm just
that's their job. It's just location scouting.
I'm just adding someone in because Shannon wants to come in, I do believe. And
Hey, Shannon!
Just quickly, I have something that will persuade you to go to Asylum 12, both of you. Because if you stay, if you stay in the Hilton, it's been brought up in the chat. If you stay in the Hilton, there is a thing. We're not sure what it is, but it looks like a sex chair. And I got molested on said sex chair last year. So,
well, you did. Why didn't you say that from the start?
I know.
Why didn't you just turn around and say, "Gem, there's a sex chair"? Then that would have totally got me to go.
Yeah.
But hold, so you. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Me and my daughter are making about the same face. So if you go to Asylum 12, you're going to get molested. That's just bizarre. And this is why
it's selling it to you, isn't it?
The classic line is, "This is why we can't have nice things."
I know, but is this not selling it to you? Because it's totally selling it to me.
That's my ringtone.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Shannon.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
Is that Russ?
Yeah, that is Russ. Yeah.
That's a big 10-4, over.
Oh, cool. I thought you sound really old.
Who do you think it was? Because you just said, "I thought you sounded like," and then you said, "Oh, I'm not going to say that."
Oh my god.
Yes, I've been filling in for you since you've been gone, sir.
Oh. I seriously thought you sound really, really old.
Oh my god, Shannon!
Oh, my daughter just did that whole "oh no you didn't" sign.
I can't stay for long because I have to make helium pants, but I just came on to say hi.
Because you have to put on your helium pants?
Yep.
Yes. See, it's going to be blue jeans with helium atoms sticking out.
Wow. You guys get the coolest shit wherever you are, because we don't have helium pants here.
Oh, I don't get it. I have to make it.
Okay.
I can't believe what you just said, Shannon. Really?
Sounds old.
No, I think that's kind of cool, because if he says, "I thought you would sound really old," that means I don't. Which is
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't sound old, but I thought you would.
Oh my god, that's okay.
And then, of course, then my daughter doing that whole "oh no you didn't" sign was fucking awesome. So it worked out really well. So you guys were a perfect team.
Yeah.
So, no, you didn't.
It's actually quite nice for us to have somebody, not being offensive here, but somebody slightly older than me. So it's kind of nice.
Gem's always the oldie on the show.
I'll be
I'm always the oldest. Oh damn it! Damn it! I'm still the oldest.
It's okay because I'm just. It's well-known fact. I'm just a man-child. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty much eternal.
He's basically like 5.
I've got so much crap I've got to do tonight before tomorrow. I'm gonna die. I stayed up until 5 a.m. building that freaking Gishbot suit. Jesus.
It's fine.
Oh dear. See, I was up till 2 a.m.
So
I was up till 2 a.m. baking cookies. So.
I'm going out in a public place dressed as a medieval lady tomorrow, so bring it.
Oh,
And my daughter's
mom's
like,
dress up as an adult baby.
my daughter's looking at you guys, and I'm telling you, this is just what you guys do for fun. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It's just a normal day.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. I go to the supermarket like this.
They don't live in Canada. They just do that for fun.
Yeah.
So.
You know.
Us Brits, we just tend to run around like loons anyway.
Yeah.
Us Southern Americans, we just do random shit all the time.
Well, that's just the South, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Northerners don't even have iced tea.
That's just wrong.
I know, right? Iced
Really?
tea. Who didn't love iced tea?
Apparently.
No, wait.
someone-
Okay. I think we got this confused. Okay, when I say iced tea, I mean like sweet tea that's really, really cold.
Oh, like the fruit stuff. I like
Yeah,
that.
you mean like sun tea, right?
Huh?
Like, what's called sun tea, isn't it? When you steep tea in the sun or some such shit. See, well,
Lost
here,
in translation here, because I'm like,
I'm like lost.
Yeah, it's supposed to be called sweet tea, not iced tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just drink the fruit flavored tea with a glass of ice water. So.
I drink Yorkshire tea and it's hot.
Okay.
Okay, my nan.
I think.
Yes.
What?
What? I was gonna say
What?
my nan drinks
Oh,
tea. My
I
nan
thought you
drinks
were
tea.
gonna
Yes, go,
Yes.
Shannon, because you need to do stuff.
Go, go, go.
I don't want to. Okay.
thanks for stopping by, though. Enjoy your helium pants.
I got on, like y'all lost viewers, so I'm just gonna go.
Can I just offer some safety advice? Do not let any flame,
Yeah.
cigarette,
Don't
match
blow up.
go near that helium. Just please, Shannon, because I feel like you're like my little baby brother, and I must at least give you some safety advice. Please.
Oh no,
don't-
I'm not going near helium. Like
Oh, that's good.
helium.
That's
That's good. That's good.
We
because
tried to
that's-
find that, but like everyone in this state is really stingy with their helium for some reason, and they wouldn't let me use it.
I just, protect.
You want to know?
Yeah.
You know what? I've actually got a reason why that is. Because there's actually, and genuinely, honest God, there is a helium shortage this year.
Really?
How can there be a
Yes.
helium shortage?
God, there must be some rubbish parties
And
going on here.
This is something this is ironic that came up, supernatural related, but we have these lighting balloons that are raised off the ground with using helium, and they're just lighting balloons, and they have a hard time getting enough helium for them because one of the plants that produces helium somewhere in the world went down or blew up or something, so there wasn't enough factories to make it. So there's actually genuinely a shortage.
Oh wow!
Sucks to have a
See,
birthday
Paul,
this
people
year.
That a fun who gives a fuck fact. So it just
I know,
seems
but- Dude,
I'm gonna think twice about buying balloons.
hey, I was gonna have loads of balloons for my birthday, and now it sucks.
I never go near balloons. Balloons aren't a part of my life, to be honest. So.
Okay, I've gotta go.
Yes,
Bye.
you go.
Love you, Shannon.
Yeah, love you, Shannon.
Just like kick me out of the call. That was 5 minutes of me. Hopefully, I'll get y'all's viewers back.
Good luck with the helium pants.
Bye,
Love
Shannon.
you.
Bye. It was nice talking to you, Russ.
Hey, you too. Thanks for not thinking I'm old, dude. That's awesome.
Okay, that was Shannon. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, so now that he's now that he's basically gone and said I'm kind of old. If I ever do meet the guy, I'm gonna get him drunk and take embarrassing pictures of him and post them on the internet. So there.
17, dude.
He's 17.
Well, in a couple of
Debate.
years,
Give him
in
till
a couple of
November.
years,
I think it's
we'll
November.
drink and I'm gonna take embarrassing drunk pictures of him one day.
That's
What's
cool.
what's the age limit in Canada
Yeah,
for drinking?
Yeah, what is the age?
4.
4.
4.
Damn it, we should have emigrated years ago.
I know.
Yeah, we're a very forward-thinking country, and you can actually also. We don't have drunk driving laws in Canada. It's just the person who's drank the least gets to
Oh,
drive. Is that?
Clearly, a lot of people from the northeast of England emigrated to
Yeah.
Canada.
Hey, Jem, you
Yeah,
come in?
pretty much.
We're going to Canada
What?
now. We're going, Jem.
Bring it,
Yeah,
bring it,
so-
because clearly I've been brought up purely for the purpose of emigrating to Canada.
Jem,
Yeah,
just
see, a lot of
found a
people
new
northeast
home.
came to Canada. A lot of people northeast of England came to Canada, but they're never the ones who are the least drunk. That's pretty obvious. So.
Well, clearly, because I can handle cold weather, because it's always the coldest here. I drink a lot. I've been trained to drink a lot from a very young age.
Okay.
I'm
no.
quite,
Yeah, fun Geordie fact, which is true, I have learned from Gemma, is that Geordie women actually will wear miniskirts and high heels in the middle of winter.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will.
And no coats either. So,
Yeah, least clothes wins.
Yeah.
We don't feel the cold.
It's actually
Kinda.
sort of a challenge for Canadians, I think. So, okay.
Shit, maybe I should go on holidays there. That sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Bring
go to Newcastle.
Newcastle would kind of scare you, I think, Russ. But bring it.
It's actually a place I wouldn't go if I were you. It scares me.
Nice. We've got a bridge and everything.
You've got the angel too.
Yeah, we've got the Angels on North, and we got the football ground. It's fine. Anyway,
We enjoy watching everybody on Twitter and what they're talking about, listening to us and stuff. Being that I
oh
can't
my
go.
god, really? I'm going to totally go and Google this. Should I ask the next question?
Yes,
Oh,
you can.
Yes.
Yes.
So, have you ever managed to make something work that looked like it was going to fail?
Constantly.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah. It's
Anything
that-
recent?
I think. Well, it's okay. Repeat the question.
Okay. So, have you ever managed to make something work that looked like it was going to fail?
Yes. And as for specifics, it's like, once again, it happens all the time. There was some mansions that we didn't think we were going to be able to work out. Like, we actually, this one like huge mansion in Vancouver, which was part of the running business back in the in the early 1900s, was just replacing our hardwood floor when we were there. So, and it looked like we weren't going to be able to make it work because this was like a $150,000 installation, and we had to pay the guy extra money to get it done before we got there. That's one example. Well, it's yes, constantly on almost every episode.
Gem, is your mum on the chat?
My mum is on the chat. She's not grinning at me. My mum, my mum is D, everybody, so please be kind of nice to her because I said, "Do you want to listen tonight?" And she kind of nodded at me and went, "Yeah, sure."
Okay, we have to your mom has to ask another question then.
Yeah.
Mum has to ask another question. Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay,
Mum,
just
think of a question,
yeah,
please.
just while
She's on a 5-second relay.
Okay. Well, Diamond Garnet wants to know how many shoes you have, Russ.
Okay, and this is I have a shoe closet and a box for every pair of shoes because I keep the shoes in the boxes because that's important to me. About 25.
Wow, that's more shoes.
I'm looking at the shoe closet. I'm trying to count, but it's like need to get away. Yeah, about 25.
You own more shoes than I have clothes.
Yeah, same.
I have an issue with shoes. I like to have shoes that suit my mood.
Mood shoes.
Yeah, that actually me. If I could afford to have 25 pairs of shoes to go every single outfit, I probably would.
Yeah,
but I
same.
love my new shoes. My new shoes are cowboy boots.
Oh yeah, she bought cowboy.
You match your shoes to like outfits. I match them to mood. Like I have asshole shoes. I have nice guy shoes. I have bad boy shoes. That's how I judge my shoes. So.
Oh dear, I feel like bringing up the shirt
Okay,
collection.
Mother, have you come up with a question?
She got a question.
What colour shoes have you got on at the moment? Is the question from Mama.
Well, I'm in my house. So I don't wear shoes in my house, so
Oh.
I've got socks on right now.
There you go, Mum. Okay, you happy? She's nodding.
Okay, but earlier on, I was wearing a pair of 3-colored D&G running shoes when I was outside watering my plants. Does that help at all?
That's cool.
Does that help? Yeah, she's nodding. She's nodding. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm always glad to be here. So.
Yeah. I'm only at my parents' this weekend just because I fancied dropping in and saying hi. And it's been great to know that my mum, the FDN fan, is now, asking questions about shoes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like asking about your shirt collection, to be honest. I mean, that probably outnumbers the shoes, I feel.
I have a very large shirt collection, and they're all categorized in my closet.
Dude, that's too much effort. Really?
They're probably like pressed and stacked and folded nicely.
You've probably got them in the colours of the rainbow,
Yeah.
of a shade, mixed up to like a paint catalogue.
No, there's some that are like wild patterns, mild patterns, and they're separated in my closet. I'm OCD about my home life.
Do you have like leopard skin silk? Never sees the light of day.
Man jammas? Yes, I do. I have leopard skin, silk, and jammas.
Oh my god.
You've lost me. I'm sorry. You've lost me.
Gem's gone. And I thought I would go first, but no, Gem is gone.
I always thought you brought me in to be the professional one, but no.
Yeah, I was like, you know, come in and stop the anxiety, and she's just like, yeah, I'll be professional. And no, Jem lost it first. I think that was the weekly challenge, pretty much. Okay.
Right.
Oh, fun question. Has anything legitimately spooky ever happened on set or in the offices? Woo. Too spooky.
Sorry.
Yes, actually, this would have been last year at some point in time. We were having a plumbing problem in the building, and I'm pretty sure I saw Jesus in the toilet bowl. I can't confirm it was Jesus, but I'm pretty sure that was him. That kind of freaked me out a bit. So,
What did you say?
besides that, they ran out of Dr. Pepper on the set one day. That was pretty fucking weird.
Dr.
Didn't like that
Pepper?
very much. Oh, even just yesterday, something weird happened in the office. Totally creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking unmixed yogurt. WTF is with the freaking bottom yogurt.
I saw
Yogurt.
you raging. He was raging about yogurt.
That just
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
that freaked me out. Yogurt. It's like, I mean,
Yogurt.
who has time to mix yogurt? I think that's totally was bizarre. We had a
Mixed yogurt.
fridge full of unmixed yogurt. Unmixed yogurt.
Like
It's
normal
like-
plain yogurt.
But with the fruit on the bottom, where you got to put a spoon in it and stir it.
Oh,
up
that's
and
just
stuff.
wrong. That's made
I
by
thought
people.
that was like the weirdest thing ever.
It's basically
No,
like
that's
Like
just wrong.
even
but it's just like the moon.
like there's this stuff called Greek yogurt here. I don't know if you guys have Greek yogurt, and one of our scouts they picked
I
the
love Greek yogurt.
See, but Greek yogurt has the flavor on the bottom. So I took a container of this Greek yogurt down to Pete the Greek, my scout, and told him to send it back. Because I'm like, that's just wrong. It's like, fuck, man, it's just wrong. I don't have time to mix my yogurt. So there, my rant is officially complete now. There, now we know my pet peeves. Unmixed yogurt.
So if you ever buy yogurt, it's got to be kind of mixed and all nice. Yeah, I say
It
that.
has to be pre-mixed. It has to be pre-mixed or come with a person to mix it for me.
Well, it sounds a bit like
So-
the Muller corners over here that are really annoying, where you've got to mix your fruit and your yogurt together.
Oh, well no, because I don't
like
mind, because you...
them.
Well no, because I do it like a la the advert where you put a dip in, it looks perfect with the yogurt, and then you dip it in the fruit, and it looks really perfect on top, and then you shove it in your mouth, and it's just like, yeah! But, yeah, I have to admit, this. I don't get the point of putting it at the bottom of the yogurt,
No.
because clearly you're going to mix it up anyway,
Yeah.
and that's just wrong.
Yeah, I just think I think it's fucking lazy is what it is. I
It
don't
is.
think you could sell that shit to me.
It is.
So.
Exactly. It's like Satan
Okay, so that's-
made yogurt.
To answer your question, yes, those are the freaky things that have happened at Supernatural. I have saw Jesus in a toilet bowl. I think that's pretty much the headline story right there.
Jesus, did you say hi?
Hi, did I say hi to Jesus? No, I didn't say. Who speaks to a toilet bowl? Who does that? Don't say hi to a toilet bowl. It's like I saw Jesus in a toilet bowl.
You don't
That's
talk
it.
to
I'm not gonna say
bowls?
hi. Because at that point in time, that's when you go too far. When you actually start talking to the toilet bowl, you've now gone too far.
Do you do
It's
that? Like, hey, you might have offended Jesus. You were good.
That's when you back away from the toilet bowl at that point in time. You just
Gemma-
back away. You walk away.
Gemma, I think he offends Jesus on a daily basis, to be honest. So.
I know, but you know me and toilet bowls. We're in a massive relationship.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Right, are you asking the last question or mine?
Oh, there's a couple more actually.
What, the last question? That's it? And then we're done?
No,
Well-
no, we have a couple more on the list.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
there's,
there is, yeah.
and
there
then
is.
depending
There
on
is,
how
there
long,
is.
yeah, depending on how long you want to stay, there's the chat as well, and everyone's very eager in there. So, if you,
Besides, we've got so many like fast words to talk about, like solarium and conservatory. This is just the first step.
yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg here. So, if you could
This
do,
seems like a multi...
Hmm?
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, go on.
No, I'm done. I'm good, thanks. That's my radio voice. Okay, go. Ask the question.
Do not, no, okay. If you could do anything else around set for the day, what would you want to do?
If I could do anything else on the set,
Yes, sort of like do Crowley's hair, or
oh,
floor.
I thought maybe like just, I thought maybe just dancing on a stripper pole because I did that at FanCon last year.
No, we mean
God, I don't know. It's if I could do like, honestly, if I could do anything on Supernatural, I would still do exactly what I do because I love it.
Aw.
There's. This is like the most fulfilling job that I can imagine. That you know, as much as like I admire the shit out of the technicians on the floor, the grips, the electrics, the camera guys, the ADs, I admire what they do so much. You have to have a certain personality for all of it, and I wouldn't change a fucking thing because I love what I do. My job is is epic every day, and I wouldn't, as much as I love the other guys and what they do, I couldn't do what they do because my personality is perfectly suited for this. Mm-hmm. So I would still do like my exact same job.
Oh, that's beautiful. Aww.
I think it's a little bit different. I think I might make people worship me more, maybe. If I could do anything different with my job, like mix the questions together, I would make, as soon as I walked on the stage, people would lay down so I could walk along their back because I don't want to get my shoes dirty. So that's the union thing, which doesn't happen. So I can't have what I want.
You don't do that anyway?
No, I have PAs carry me.
Oh, well, that's all right.
That's not bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's not. I mean, they used to piggyback me, but it's got weird. It's now there's 3 of them carrying me on their shoulders. So I think it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a make-work project at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, that doesn't really happen because that's against every union rule out there. So.
And can I just say, guys, I'm loving the yogurt talk in the chat. It's very deep conversation. Yeah, deep conversation about yogurt now and fermented bacteria. Love you guys.
Love it. Okay,
love it.
So love it.
I know how to do that, but I don't.
Do you want to get on the chat? Because I can help you get on the chat.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. You're fine feeling left out.
It's totally fine.
Ooh, what was that noise?
That was him. Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
That was my
It's his radio voice. Okay, do you have a favourite place around Vancouver? What?
Wow. Yes, I do. I can't tell you where it is because then people will find me there when I go hide. I guess I have favorite places everywhere I go. I love certain places in Vancouver just to go and chill out. But I mean, any place I can go to people watch because that's one of my hobbies, my pastimes. I love to sit down somewhere and just watch people, watch what they do. So any place downtown, just to go and sit and watch people and what they do and their quirks, their idiosyncrasies, and it's fascinating to me. I'm a huge people person, so.
Ooh.
Yes.
Really, can I ask a question quickly? Obviously I know the church in Sacrifice was it was made up, but that area that you filmed was absolutely beautiful. But the weather didn't seem to be your friend. Does the weather really annoy you at times?
It annoys the shit out of me at times.
Yeah, because
I can't remember. I'll give you an example. I can't give I don't remember the exact episode, but there was one episode where we were at a certain location on main unit, which is our 8-day schedule, and we were going back on second unit for pickup shot. Mm-hmm. Now, and that was about 9 days apart. Now, in between that 9 days, it snowed here. But we had to therefore make the location look like it was before snow.
Oh, God.
And I had overnight, we had bobcats and backhoes and Tiger torches and people with shovels cleaning snow off a 2-block area.
Oh my
so
God.
that when the crew showed up the next morning, there was no snow there.
Oh.
But and then one day the main road flooded, and we were shooting the next day. So me and 2 of my assistants had to walk with hip waders down this road and find basically a logging trail that came in off the backside of this set that we could therefore access our trucks with. So we're walking down this road in hip waders, like literally water up to our hips because it flooded, and trying to find a back road into our set. And same thing, that was the day before, and it's the same thing. It's just like, you know what, we have a problem, go solve it, and that's that.
Yeah, I mean, because that area where the church was in Sacrifice was absolutely beautiful. Was there actually thunderstorms going on while you were filming, or did they add that afterwards? I'm just wondering, because that's been bugging me since it aired.
Oh, so it's been bugging you?
Yeah, it's been bugging me to know if that's actually a real thunderstorm behind them, because it looks like it's absolutely chucking it down behind them, and you can hear thunder, but I don't know if it's added or if it's actually real, because it looks beautiful where it is.
Okay, here's the answer. The thunderstorm was edit.
Oh, no!
Yeah, nailed it right there. I actually use an edit on air. First time ever, right there.
Thank you.
I don't just tweet edits. I can use them in real life too. It was both. How's that? It was both. The weather on that was heinously uncooperative. Mm-hmm. It was miserable out there. and genuinely miserable. But it's the same old thing. It's yes, it affects us. Yes, it's harder to shoot them, but it's the machine goes on. It's like, all right, you know what? It's raining uncontrollably. Let's keep going and find a way. So you got to put up these what we call silks to block the rain off as much as you can. Trying to stop the wind. You can't ever let it stop you. We've never taken a force majeure because of weather. We may have changed the shots that we need to do for safety's sake, but as much as you hate it, the show must go on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the church was amazing. That whole church, where we built that church. But the fun part, I put some pictures on Twitter of me trying to find a church in the middle of nowhere. And this was one of the times I was scouting, so I took on a weekend, went up way hours on the zone and found this old church that was on Indian land that was literally in the middle of nowhere. It was a 40-minute drive on a basically a goat path. And when I found this church and took pictures, and I was so proud of myself, and talking to the Indian band that owned it, find the history that there was a shootout there in the 1800s and people died at this church. I mean,
oh, wow.
That's the fun kind of stuff when you get those really cool backstories to these really obscure locations. Because the biggest problem is when you want something like we have rundown barn, a rundown farmhouse, to find them is difficult because they're run down, which therefore makes them unsafe to be inside of. So we have to therefore build most of the time the interior on stage. Because first and foremost, we have to be safety for the crew, and but it's the art department and production designer does such a great job in building the sets. But that one was a build right from scratch.
Wow.
So we found a place to build it, and they loved it, and then they built a church there.
That's just awesome.
And the best part about that, you guys see the church within one day. So in 12 hours, everything's cleared out of there, and you would never know we were there in the first place.
But it looks like it's been there for years, and that's how good it is.
But that also speaks volumes for the crew that in a 12-hour period, they can pull that entire set out in its entirety, and you would never know it was there. It still, that's one of the things that shocks me to this day, that we can still do that kind of stuff.
Wow.
It's just awesome.
It is. Okay, how much longer do you want to be on? Because we've got a few questions coming in.
Go answer some questions. When I get bored, I'll just log off. It's
Okay,
it's not a big deal.
cool.
I'll get a case of Tourette's. I'll go bleh, and I'll spin out and leave.
Okay. Well, Sandra would like you to know that every time they see a pair of shiny shoes, it reminds them of you.
That is so sweet.
I know.
And
would that be shiny high heels?
Let's go with that.
Or just shiny loafers?
Let's go with shiny high
So I've
heels.
never really worn high heels much.
Well, from now
Shiny
on.
high heels.
From now on, yeah.
I don't heels.
heels.
From now on, I'm just going to get reminded of you every time I see shiny high heels. So, that's cool.
Patent, always good.
Yeah. Okay, Mome Cat would like to know how big the art department is.
Well, I guess the whole art department room was probably about 30 feet by 20 feet, give or take.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, all right, probably about 30 feet by 20 feet.
Ah, there you go. See,
Personnel-wise.
Or was she talking about more about the number of people?
Yeah,
I've got no idea, to be honest.
She's egg. It's ambiguous that way, frankly.
Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, they're not.
Is it
they're
like?
not,
Why don't we just answer both? How big is it personnel-wise?
personnel-wise, well, that should make sense. Well, I guess it depends. Number one, it's not my department. I don't want to step on any toes. But there's, there's probably like 8 people in the art department. But in the other departments, there's set deck department, construction department, paint department, props department, that all fall under the guise of the art department as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say that it's really big. Like, they're all really, really big. It's big. They're big people. They're huge people.
Okay.
Let's say there's a lot of them, but they all work very hard.
No. Okay. Lucy would like to know what the best Supernatural crew food prank is.
Oh, okay. Without doubt, for me, because the backup story for the food prank is, largely it's on tech surveys. We kind of started a tradition here, I did, on on tech surveys. Now, a tech survey is when we take every department head on a bus and we go survey locations for the upcoming episode, so we all know what we're doing and what we need. So logistically, the location department can be there and make sure that we get everything that every department needs to make it happen. Now, I'd say the best one ever was for, in my personal opinion, was for Kevin Parks last season on his directorial debut, when I made him a cake, or I had a cake made for him that was the directional arrow of a BSK. So for those people who don't know, our directional arrows that say BSK, they stand for Bike Shorts Kevin, because Kevin is a bike fanatic and he rides his bike to work a lot. So we made him a cake that was in the exact same shape of a directional arrow. I think that was the best food prank. Kevin Hooks, our last director, we gave him, he ordered a chicken sandwich and we made it on a full loaf of bread. It was probably about a foot and a half long. It's just, it's something fun every tech survey as much as we can to try and do it. Just, it's a morale thing. You enjoy it. I mean, we did it for Robbie Thompson when he was with us as well, and it was fun to as we call it, punk him. He is such a cool guy. He's like,
Bobby, he's a darling.
He's such a cool guy.
He's so sweet.
And my first time meeting him was like, he's disarming. You talk to him, he's like, oh, what a cool dude. He's one of those guys where you just want to talk to him because he's so kick-ass cool. It's just he's totally chill. He's fun to talk to.
He seems really sweet because he's the first person that ever kind of replied to me on Twitter, and I wasn't very well. It's quite documented how well I've been, but I was like having a really rough night and I wasn't sleeping very well, and I tweeted him, and I was so shocked when he tweeted me the first time, and then he continues to tweet back to you, and you have a full-on conversation, and he just seems a really sweet guy. But that's what I kind of get from everybody in Supernatural, that you all get on, that you're all really friendly to each other. Is that right?
No, we are. I mean, there's like any family, there's going to be moments in people where you have your time and your friction, you fight and whatever. But that's normal. But at the end of the day, there's nobody on our show that I wouldn't do anything for. Now, at the same time, it's like when they piss me off, I let them know because that's the person I am. But we all get along, we all have fun. There's a lot of us that hang out. There's a lot of us that do things together outside the show and when the show's on hiatus. And it's just it's a fun environment. But absolutely, I think that for me, it's like when I hear people when they tweet me and say how this like Supernatural has stop them from hurting themselves, and it's like that affects me so deeply, and it's like, wow, really? It's like, just because I tweet somebody, which, to me, it's like, it's a natural thing because I'm a people person, I like talking to people. But when somebody says what I do actually affects them on such a big perspective and a big scale, it's shocking to me because I don't get it. Because I still think I'm just some fucking douchebag that works on a TV show. But at the same time, it's like, I love everybody and I love talking, and I genuinely think you guys are all so cool that it's when people say stuff like, it's, you helped me in this way, and it's like, wow. I do a show and you guys love it so much, right?
Well, the thing is, you do the show, but you're part of the family, and I think once you're either a fan or you work on the show, you become part of this huge family. You are, dude. You're part of the family, so yeah, it's going to happen.
Oh, hey, get this on Twitter. Mary Dominic just said, would Russ drop any tidbits, hints about where he's taking the location tour this year? Fuck no. There, that's good. That was easy. That was a simple question.
There's your response. Nice and direct.
No, I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to make you guys wait for it. So.
There's some really good questions coming in the chat box.
Okay, go.
I've seen it. What was your biggest great moment in Supernatural? I'm kind of thinking they want to know what is your best ever top moment in Supernatural.
Once again, it's these questions are really hard to answer because they're realistically there is no answer. Because
every day is like it.
It's just how can I possibly put any one thing on a pinnacle above anything else? I mean, there's so many great accomplishments I've enjoyed, so many cool moments, so many fun times when you're hanging out with a bunch of guys from the show outside the show, and you kind of take a step back and go, like, these fucking people are so cool. You know what I mean? It's like, how am I so lucky to have not just work with these people, but also get to hang out with them? Mm-hmm. It's you count your blessings, but it's hard. I think that the best way for me to put it is some of the best episodes, for instance, one I like the most. Like, I don't dislike an episode, but I think that working on monster movie was my favorite.
Oh.
And I loved it, and I loved doing it, and I love the fact that some of the locations we shot up we've never been to before, and one of the locations that has a really big history in Vancouver and since been torn down, and it was just it was so cool to do that one. Loved it so much and loved working on it.
I love monster movie. I love it so much.
So, I mean, I know that was one of the questions. What was your favorite episode? And it's I don't have any least favorites, but that one for me was fun, and it wasn't just because of the story, just because of the director. It was just because it was such a great homage to a genre, and it was such a fun show to work on, and it was so well done. And then on the behind the scenes perspective, it was so challenging and hard because of the time of year we shot it, and because of things going on at these locations. So, like, we were locked into this one location that we wanted to use, but there was a Chinese Lantern Festival there at the same time that is huge, and we had to therefore work in conjunction with them, and it was almost like undoable, but we did it.
Really, I mean, I can't really pick out, like, I can at a push pick out favourite episodes, but, like, when it all comes together, you get episodes like Monster Movie, I think, when it all just comes together, and just, like, just Monster Movie. I could fangirl over that for a long time, so I'm not. Mapal, start talking.
Well, you know, I actually do have a favourite episode, and my favourite episode's the end in Supernatural. So, it's a quick fire for me.
Oh, that's a good episode. See, I can't. I mean, you know me. When I came on my own, like when you invited me in the show, I had to choose one episode per season. That just says me, because it's just the it's so bar is so high, you can't choose.
Yeah. Okay. We've got actually a cool question. Hang on.
That was a big bang.
Yes. Irene says.
Okay.
Irene says, "Is there a monster you want to see?"
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to go up against my ex-wife because she's pretty much a monster. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think they'd survive. I think even at Winchester's, she is love the lore that we go up against. I love every direction they go against. It's like, no, I don't think there's anything I'd like them to. There's nothing I would change.
Oh,
so I'm not really a big monster guy. So it's besides my ex-wife, who's I'm sure is a lovely person on the inside, but
Dean and Sam dying is like just a hazard of the job. They'll always come back.
They'll come back. It's okay. Just quickly, I'm gonna make the Brits love you right now because Sky has brought up a good question. She asks
good question.
Everyone who is not British, have you tried Jaffa cakes? And Jaffa cakes, of course.
Oh, okay. I have tried Jaffa cakes.
Ooh.
Ask me why though.
Why?
Because my ex-wife, God bless her soul, her and her parents, who are from England, they import British candies and they distribute them here. So, like by the container full, they bring in British treats and chocolates and foods from England directly, and they import them and distribute them. So there's so many things that I've tried from England, like for instance, Fry's chocolate-covered Turkish delight. I'll sell my soul.
But
Lion bars.
Lion bars.
I've tried so many British treats because of that. So
here's the bottom line though. This is going to influence my opinion on you, Russ. What do you think of the Jaffa cakes?
Yeah, what do you like Jaffa cakes?
I like them. I don't love them because I'm not a sweet fan to start with. If I was to pick two favorites, actually here's three favorites. I would say number one is Fry's chocolate covered Turkish delight. It's like I'd sell my soul for some of that shit.
Dude, I agree.
Love it. Also, the other one would be curly whirlies.
I love curly whirlies, and they're good. They're really good.
We used to have them in Canada, but they were called wigwags growing up as a child. So I love them. And wine gums.
Wine gums are always the way to end a good journey. When you're stuck in a car in traffic, wine gums, telling you, they get you through anything.
The wine gums in England are different than the ones here in the UK because the ones here are basically made from fucking car tires. They're so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're the exact same brand, but the ones in England are totally different. So
yummy.
My ex-mother-in-law would give me a case of them for Christmas every year.
Because then you've got to eat them in colour order, because clearly the red ones or the wine gums are the best. And then you go red, orange, yellow, and then at the end you'll have the green and the blackcurrant ones.
But not the blackcurrant ones.
The blackcurrant ones are always the ones that are left at the bottom of the packet and you eat at a push.
I know a British delicacy. British delicacy has to be the fried Mars bars.
The what?
Deep fried
Fried Mars
bars.
bar? No. No.
I don't like them, but they're quite a delicacy here. So.
No.
No, I don't
No.
like them. People do though. But also, what was I going to say? No, it's gone.
Oh, we have adorable accents apparently. Adam W says we have adorable accents.
Yeah.
Hi there.
That was not cute. I was like, hi.
Okay, so here's a question about accents then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys, where you live in the UK, do you guys think that we have accents as well?
Yes, definitely.
But I think
Okay, so that's fucked up. That makes no sense whatsoever. So.
Yeah, but I think you sound adorable. So.
But clearly, because like Canada's got like not being kind of stereotypical, but you guys have a lot of French people in Canada because you're French Canadian and you've got half the, so obviously you're gonna have. And then you can have accents that like sound me Canadian. So really, you're like
basically here. I mean, I live in Western Canada, so Eastern Canada, which is like the French people, Montreal and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not going to say I dislike them because that's wrong because I don't. But at one point in time, Quebec tried to separate from Canada, and I was like, "Fuck shit, let that happen, man," because I'm good with that. But I love the kind of the regions have different personalities and also different, like for instance, like East against West. There's always been this rivalry between Western Canada and Eastern Canada with Toronto and Vancouver. Growing up in Alberta, where I love my Edmonton family, big shout out to Edmonton, Alberta. I love like Edmonton and Calgary. I had Edmonton Oilers, which is my favorite hockey team. You people may call it ice hockey. We had a big rivalry there, so there's so many different cultures in Canada. It's such a melting pot, and that's the one thing that makes Canada great is we have a great diverse amount of people that are here, and diverse we have a huge Chinatown, a huge Indian population. It's such a great melting pot all the way along, and and yes, Canadians are polite, which not gonna lie, that pisses me off, but we are. And I'm trying to change that, by the way, because polite Canada kind of bothers me, frankly.
Well,
I like Canada. I like Canadians, and I have to admit, your east-west is probably like our north-south in our country.
Here's a good question. Can you tell the difference between me and Gem? Because there's quite a huge gap actually, but I can tell the difference immediately. But everyone still thinks we sound the same. So
I'm going to say yes, I can, but really what I mean is playing my internet connection. I'm playing the fact that I have bad hearing from years of rock music.
But this is me posh. This is me posh. She hasn't heard us properly, yeah.
See, don't forget, we also don't use the word posh here. I hear posh, I think of Spice Girls, and then I throw up. So.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my man.
That was like helium. That's like sucking on Shannon's. That's so awesome.
You mean that's me and helium? That's actually how I sing. God damn you!
It's fantastic.
Kidding.
Oh, Gemma,
but no,
we should do a duet.
Yeah, I need to say a shout out because unfortunately Diana _SPN wanted me to mention her. So there, I'm going to mention her now. Hi, Diana.
Hi.
So
hi.
And I watched my Twitter page explode.
And Izzy says we have both really different accents.
Well, there we go. That makes us feel better.
And we sound way different, dude.
Yeah, because I don't sound anything like a Geordie, so...
No. Anyways, any more... Ooh, actually. Scene.
Oh, apparently we should sing something. Us two, Gemma.
Yeah, not me. No, I don't... I mean, number one, I did this year at the VanCon. I've been asked to go to the karaoke party, which there's not a... I may go, I may not, but there's not a hope in hell I will sing, so...
I have sang on karaoke twice.
Yeah, I don't do karaoke, so...
I have been drunk both times.
I've sang on Profound Radio before.
Connection? Connection? Yes. I sang Mustang Sally on New Year's Day at my local pub. And I sang Mustang Sally after about... I pretty much was been drinking solid for about 4 hours. The second one was Let It Be. So really, there you go. So don't ask me to sing, guys, because it's just not a good idea. Because once I start singing, I continue.
She's not going to stop. She managed to stop before she came on air. What were you singing before you came on?
Get Lucky by Daft Punk.
Yeah. Off she goes again. So yeah. Okay, we had a question. Where is it?
Ooh, everybody, if you want a Supernatural album, I'm going to rec a Supernatural album. Everyone go download Civil Wars. Their new album is so supernatural. It actually hurts. It's brilliant music, really nice and chilled. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
We have a question saying, is there any episode that was difficult to find the fit site for?
Good question.
Good question.
Yes, and some are harder than others, but there's a lot of challenging episodes and locations. So there's no one that sticks out more than the other. Some are challenging, some aren't as challenging. Like for instance, the one that we have right now, we had one location to find. We found it, and it was good to go. We were there for a couple of days, rest on stage. But home, for instance, was one we had to find the match for the pilot house. That was challenging. But there's a lot that are challenging. Like in our area, like our scripts used to have more of, but less now, of diners in the middle of nowhere and gas stations in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And they generally don't exist because they're in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we have a studio zone where we can't go outside of. So that makes it hard.
Because obviously you do use the same places sometimes over and over again. Does that annoy you in a way that you have to use certain places again when you use an episode, or do you feel like it's nice to? Or do you feel like it's nice to kind of rely back onto places that are reliable?
Well, we like to challenge ourselves. We love finding new places, but sometimes we also know by reading the scripts, which God bless our writers, we get the scripts like early, so we can get a big jump on them. And it's without that is such a big leg up, because we've all worked on shows where we get scripts like 4 days before we go to camera, and then you're scrambling to find everything. Our writers get a script so far in advance that it's an absolute blessing. But to go back to the same location, sometimes that's the only place that exists. So when you see a post-apocalyptic town, all right, well, we know there's only one place we can go for that, because either for budget reasons we can't shut down a main street of a small town, or it doesn't work for what we need to do. So yeah, I've been going, like for instance, to the back lot, which we have been to a number of times. We just know that's the only place we can do it. So it's actually a big savings for us, because then we have such a large jump to prepare and figure out how to make it work and make it look different than the first time we used it.
Awesome.
Another good question from Maria Salazar. Sorry if I've said your name wrong. What episode so far have you had to travel the most to find the perfect location?
Wow. Geez, that's a tough one. I think the farthest one. I mean, once again, we have a studio zone which we are kind of required to work inside of. So we have an area, we have boundaries where we can go. But going to Squamish, which is about an hour outside of our studio zone, was about the farthest we've been.
Awesome. What was that for?
Unfortunately, I don't remember the exact episode, because that was like a number of years ago. That was I think season 3. So.
Season 3. That was such a cool. Oh God. Season 3.
When people ask me about in a certain location where we're at, to put in perspective, you think that every location on an episode. So let's say on episode 804, there was 10 separate locations in that episode. They would have been there for about 40 locations we looked at, because we had to give different options for each one. Mm-hmm. And then you multiply that by the number of episodes that we've had in 9 years, it makes it really hard to actually keep track of every place we've been over the course of 9 years in the show. Definitely. Which is why I have my beloved location binder that has every location the show has ever shot since the beginning of time.
Awesome.
And which, by the way, I'm currently holding in my lap right now and stroking. Stroking incredibly seductively. Almost awkwardly, frankly.
Oh dear.
Yes, the legendary location binder.
Which we'd all love to see.
Oh wait, okay, hold on a sec. Okay, I want you to listen for something. You guys hear this?
Okay. What the hell? It sounds like Satan.
I know, but that was actually me rubbing the location binder against my speaker. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Satan
has arrived.
So we've got
every location shot. Dun dun dun.
So we've basically been rubbed against the location binder. That's just sexy.
Yes, you can officially say that you've just been rubbed with the binder. So.
Oh my god. Yes, Sandy, you did just hear a scream. Just
Yes.
like
And
yeah.
oh, hang
Sorry.
on. And Anna says that Canadian accents are the sexiest, and I have to kind of agree. I have a problem.
A lot of people are saying it's kinky and hot rubbing that folder against the phone or whatever it is.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, kinky and hot. And how heavy is that thing?
It's pretty. I know I've never weighed it, but I'm gonna say it's pretty heavy. So.
Pretty heavy. So there you go, Jude. It's pretty heavy.
Well, you got to think there is 9 years worth of locations in one binder.
Yeah, and Amanda, I'm sorry if you feel violated, but this is PR, remember?
Sky says it's kinky.
And violation is good.
Violation is very good. I feel better now. I've been violated, so obviously.
Yeah, clearly it's 9:45 here. We haven't been violated yet, and now we have. So bonus.
Yeah, I haven't been violated all day, so you know this is good.
Well, I'm glad I can help with that, frankly, because that's what I do. I live but to serve.
Yeah, well, good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
We don't have any more questions at the minute. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Someone says how many.
We lost you for a second there. We lost you.
Is he still there? He's still there?
Yep,
Okay.
we're here. Just you went a bit like Daft Punk there for a bit.
Oh, apologies. Someone wants to know how many locations are in there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be another guesstimate, to be honest.
Total guesstimate right now. But if I was to pull up my brand new fantastic smartphone, which I'm slowly falling in love with.
Told you would.
Can we all just have a moment of silence for the death of my beloved Dino phone?
Yes.
How
Okay.
tragic that was for me.
Okay, we'll have it in 1, 2, 3.
I just cried on the inside. That's how much I missed my Dino.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful.
I miss Dino
That was.
phone.
I was moved. I was moved for the Dino phone.
May Dino phone rest in peace.
Yep.
So how many locations are in that? If I was to put a rough number on it, let's say, I don't know, average of 1,500 maybe.
Oh, wow.
Just
Okay.
in rough numbers. Now, okay, but think about that. Think of 1,500. Let's say as a rough number, it may or may not be accurate. 'Cause I've not actually done the math, which I'll have one of my people do the math Monday. It's like 1,500, so multiply that by, let's say, an average of 5 options per. So,
Oh my
and then
god.
right. So think of it. That's number of locations scouted per location that are picked, average.
God.
So 1,500 times 5, and then you think of each location our scouts may have taken maybe 75 to 100 photos at each location. I mean, it just tells you how hard the scouts work.
This is hurting my head because 1, I'm not very good at maths, and 2, I've had a glass of wine. So I'm just gonna say a lot.
It is an awful lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's pretty epic. Give me something to look up on Urban Dictionary. Just for giggles.
What's Urban Dictionary?
You don't know what Urban Dictionary is?
Well, I know what Urban Dictionary is, but what are we gonna look up on Urban
I don't
Dictionary?
know. Just something funny.
Okay, look up clean pinch.
What? Clean pinch. Pinch.
Yes, clean pinch on Urban Dictionary.
Well, thank you. That's beautiful. Really, I appreciate that bit of information. I'm gonna put that across.
Wait.
I love my Urban Dictionary. If I'm in a really like piss ass mood, that's where I go to cheer myself up. It's like
Dude,
I love that kind of stuff.
And dude, please remember, my mum is listening.
Hi, Mom, love you. Don't mean to be offensive, but that's just kind of how I roll. But still, I love you so much that felt good. So.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, Mum. Love you.
Oh dear.
Clean pinch. Okay, totally gonna use this from now on.
I know, right? We always sort of descend into madness when we get to our last 10 minutes, which we are rolling up to now. So.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because like when I was telling some people like this morning on the show, because I get the updates from last night's filming from the guys, and they did this, that, and I was telling them I was coming into your show. Like pretty much everybody on our show was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" Like, is everybody ready? Are they going to be prepared? It's like you're going to have to tone your language down and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm always saying to myself, like, I'm not really that bad, man. I'm like really not that bad, but
and plus,
I guess I am.
We've been pretty organised.
Yeah, we've been good. you know.
It's been really good.
And you listen to Profound Radio. You know that I swear like a sailor, and you know who cares really.
Well, and so do I, but I do it in a different way. So I don't make up my words. So
yeah, I just say fuck.
Because clearly, kids, swearing is bad.
Only bad, and should never be
Really
done.
bad.
Yeah, it's very.
Okay, kids.
Yeah, it's just bad. Don't do it. No.
Don't say the F-U-C-K word. Say fudge.
Fudge. Apparently, this is the best interview. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Because I was having a heart attack before it came on because we normally have terrible technical difficulties. So. Yeah.
Russ, I am so impressed. You have charmed my mother. She says, no offense noted. Love you too.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And you know, and if I can just say that everybody who's listening and everybody on the show and the fan base and everything, it's like genuinely from my heart. And this is I'm actually thumping my heart like I'm a gangster now. Love you guys. It genuinely from my heart. Love you guys. It's so cool that you're there for us, and that what we do it for you guys. And I genuinely mean that. That's like just love the fucking shit out of everybody that watches, that follows, that comments. And my Twitter page is always open. Send me as many messages as you want. I'll try to answer when I can. Just don't take it over. People have a couple of times have hijacked my Twitter page and made it like it was like I go to bed 8 hours later, I wake up and they're still basically sex tweeting on my page and they're hashtagging me. Maybe don't do that.
Guys, don't do that. If I find out that you guys are doing that, seriously, I know I'm not really a big person on the fandom, I know I'm not a big person on Twitter, but I will track you down. I have spare time.
You see, but
I genuinely love every. I love the fact that my mandate is like, you know what? I want to be here. I want to talk to everybody. I want to make sure that my Twitter page is open for everything, regardless. And you know what? If you think I'm a dick, tell me I'm a dick, and I'll talk you through. If you love Justin Bieber, I'll try and cure you because I have the cure for Bieber.
Hey, bros.
So you know, it's like I think that without you guys, we wouldn't be here still, and that's why I genuinely love the shit out of you guys.
Hey, guess what?
Oh.
You're a dick. I joke.
Thank you. Well, we know I'm a dick.
Yeah. Exactly, but
I joke.
Guys, just, guys, Russ is so kind to come on here and talk to us and be so open on Twitter. Please don't insult him with sex talk and insulting texts and everything like that. You know, just don't do it.
See,
it's just the same as tweeting.
I welcome the sex.
Well, but at the same time, you can't offend me because I'm like I've turned my feelings off years ago. So there's no way to offend me. It's just it's one of those things where I love that I'm here for everybody and to talk to and I do what I can. So I'd say if one thing, maybe no death threats. You know, I've had one, been there, done that.
Yeah, you can't shock him now. He's had a death threat, dude. He's had a death threat. So unless there's nothing really unique in chicken. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get you a T-shirt so you can say been there, done that, got the T-shirt. You know, I've had a death threat.
You know, I don't really wear T-shirts. It's just kind of how I roll. So.
Well, you can just hang
he wears leopard print man pajamas, man.
Leopard print man
pajamas. And jammas.
Manjamas.
Manjamas.
Damn it.
Manjamas.
It's the chaos 10 minutes now, where we try to fill 10 minutes with nonsense, and this happens every broadcast.
Excuse me, I don't have nonsense coming out of my mouth, thanks. I don't think I've done too bad considering.
No,
I will like guys, just so you know, I'm really sorry for any verbal diarrhea that's come out of my mouth, but I didn't know I was going to be on until literally half an hour before the show. Yeah. So I've not done too bad.
It's cool.
I think you've done a great job. I think that you've handled it very well.
You've done better than me, and I'm a regular. I'm tired.
Nah, don't push it too far, me. Don't push it too far.
Shush. I've done a
Bieber vaccination. That would be a good idea.
Bieber what? Sorry.
Bieber vaccination.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think there's a lifelong cure. I think you just gotta outgrow it. So.
It's a bit like One Direction, like guys of America. You can have them, take them. We don't want them back.
Yeah.
It's on us.
Yeah.
We gave you the Beatles, and now we're giving you One Direction.
We don't want them.
But in that sense, I mean, they're all talented people, and if those people love their music, I love that part of it. I think it's more of as an individual humanistic aspect to it is, just don't be don't be a douche waffle. Don't do shit that makes you like a dink junkie. It's gross when I see people doing stupid shit. And it's really, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
My
Like,
mantra: treat people as you think you would like to be treated.
and just act in a different way. Hey, you know what? We all rebel. I mean, I still act out now. I still do stupid shit.
Someone
But
just
at the same time, there's got to be some reason and reason to stick with it. So, I mean, personally, I want Justin Bieber to keep doing the same shit he's doing now because that gives me a fucking shitload of material. So I love it.
someone just said Bieber evacuation.
Yeah, I want you to pee in your.
What kind of evacuation?
Just so you know, guys. I mean, I saw that recent picture of Justin Bieber standing naked with his guitar. I gave him a freebie and didn't jump on him for that one. So he's got his freebie. So now the little Bieber fans, with the next thing he does, and I attack him. Just so they all know, I've given him a freebie. He's standing naked with a guitar. And number one, the guitar was really big and didn't have to be. I'm sure he could have held the ukulele, still would have covered everything up. But it's like the fact the guy had a guitar, I let him like, you know what, dude, there's your free one. Go on, do your next thing. So then I'll jump on him for the next one.
Speaking of music, what is your favourite song that's ever been used in Supernatural?
Oh, well, you know what?
Ah.
But I'm not even saying it's because, and it's because of it's got connection to me. Carry On My Wayward Son.
Oh, carry on my wayward.
Let's not.
Now, here's the reason why. And now I'm going to fucking age myself. But I had a 73 Challenger that I rebuilt over the winter months, and we were driving it, listening to that song, driving this car, and we're like pooling our money for gas, just cruising around having fun.
Oh my god, Mapal, your cookies?
I know. Yes.
Over again.
But so, Carry On, Wayward Son.
Yes.
That is like the ultimate song though.
And
Drive a little bit faster when you listen to it though.
Yeah, I love it just because of the connection for me. So it was just overall fun growing up because it's here's a little story for me, and this is kind of a proud moment, which probably it shouldn't be. But growing up, I was big into playing ice hockey, which we just call hockey. Now, unfortunately, I was given a lifetime ban in amateur sports because I was a fighter playing hockey all the time, so I was banned, and I was the first one. So in the winter months here in Alberta, we would buy a car, restore it, and sell it in the summer. And that's how we, as people growing up, made our money just for shits and giggles. So it was one of those moments where I kept the car, listened to that song, Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas, and just cruising around in this 73 Challenger was just so like crazy cool fun. So to hear it played in this, in this show over and over again, it was like, kind of brings my life full circle.
Yeah, totally. I mean, to be honest, I've had some awesome music, and I could go on for hours about the music in Supernatural, mainly because I was brought up with the same music, so yeah. But that's a really cool choice. Thank you.
Glad to help, ish, and stuff, etc.
Hey, Gemma,
Yeah, Smoke on the Water, guys, if you really want to know what my favourite song on is Smoke on the Water.
I can't really pick a favourite, to be honest. We're still being asked to sing, by the way.
No.
No. Maybe at the end.
Can-
Maybe. No.
What song? What song?
know.
Guys, choose a song which isn't too high, and we'll be fine.
We'll be okay. I mean, I've got one that I can sing forever, but I ain't singing it. And yeah, I did just buy a time machine on the cookie game. So.
I'm nearly there for the cookie. I'm nearly there for the time machine.
I
Seriously, this
think I've
cookie
got
game has
3.
taken over my life.
I think I've got 3 now.
Okay.
Hang on, let me check.
Renegade is such a
4.
good song, Gabby. I love Renegade because it's been used in one of the most best parts of the show ever when they say we're so screwed, and they're in the what's the big ass the SWAT team uniforms. That's it. And anything with Credence Clear. Credence is cool.
Ooh, don't feel
Creedence
it.
Clearwater Revival, also a CCR. So.
CCR are brilliant. I mean, Lodi and like, I could just go on for hours about Credence anyway, but I'm not. So there you go.
All right. Speaking of music, what's your favorite song right now, like as of today?
Right now, it's definitely from the Civil Wars. It's a tie between From This Valley, the Civil Wars, and the One That Got Away. I Wish You Were the One That Got Away, which was really good.
I'm still on Prairie Girl, to be honest. So by Rara.
Oh God.
Roz.
Yes. Never.
All right, my current one, a new band I just discovered called The Motor League, and the song's called North America. Love it. Love the video of being so like shot handheld and low budget and cheesy, but love the song, love everything about it. Definitely for me, it's the North America by the Motor League. So
I still need to check that out.
and
Yeah.
songs-
Lola Montez. Lola Montez is like probably like
Yes.
I can listen to that song over and over again for the cows come home.
I do listen
and
to
like-
that song over and over again. It's
I have to admit, music I wish they would use in Supernatural is early Rod Stewart, Maggie May and the Faces, Stay With Me. I really wish they would use that. So, yeah, CCR, but if they ever wanted to use a really kick-ass song, I think Stay With Me by the Faces would definitely win.
Well, okay, here's something that I'm trying to get going right now. I'm trying to find a band to make a cover tune of Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy.
Oh my god!
Wait, but I want them to make it for Kevin Parks. I want the song to be I'm Too Sexy for My Bike Shorts. So we're still working on that. So,
How can you improve on perfection of the original? I'm sorry.
I'm Too Sexy for My Bike Shorts would be a nice, like, Supernatural.
I'm too sexy for my. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for my bike shorts. Actually, it's got a ring.
It's got a great ring. It can totally work. I'm too sexy for my bike shorts. So I think that, and let's be honest, I think Kevin Parks would probably somehow down the road appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I can see my music taste affecting people in the chat because Celestine's listening to Flesh and Onadic at the minute, so.
Oh, Audio Slave, very good. Audio Slave, I bet I love that.
Audio Slave, one of the best bands I've ever seen in concert.
Yep.
I could see them every day for the rest of my life.
Love a bit of Audio Slave.
Be Yourself is one of my like all-time favorite songs. Is like, and it's just to see them, do that in concert was like just epic.
But yeah, I'm looking for. Oh wow, yeah, Goodbye Stranger was a really good choice for music. I'm Too Sexy for My Bike Shorts seems to be getting a bit of a following, so you need to do this verse.
Well, I won't be doing it, but it's like I'll probably have. So.
Oh, Inagada Davida, Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. That Queen always gets a pass.
Not from me, and I'm gonna get shot for that. I swear to God.
Oh, seriously, watch the first 15. Watch the set up Live Aid, and
There's another one. Celestine again. War by Poets of the Fall. Go Poets of the Fall. Yes.
Oh, that's a good song. That's a good song.
It's not as good as Lift. Lift is even better.
Ooh, you guys missed one question here that I like. It's on the. I'm scrolling through the question list and stuff.
No.
Yes. Have we missed one?
You know what? I think so. Tell us about a job or crew member who you think is overlooked, underappreciated, or misunderstood.
Okay.
Oh, we missed that one.
No, he's got
Sorry.
a bigger list.
No.
He's got a bigger list. So.
Not a word of a lie. Unsung heroes of the film business are the production assistants, the PAs.
Oh.
They work their asses off. They're heinously underpaid, and they are like they bust their asses on from this, like if we shoot a 14-hour camera day or a 12-hour camera day, a PA will be in there 2 to 3 hours before and 2 to 3 hours after that.
Mm.
So to put it in perspective, the number of hours a PA's work. I mean, the classic line for a PA, their T-shirt should read "First in, last out." And they are so underappreciated, misunderstood, overlooked, unsung heroes, rock stars. The very base upon which a film industry is built is production assistants. So they're and all the production assistants that work for me, they're amazing. So those people are definitely like underappreciated.
PAs, we love you.
Go love the PA.
Also, they're my people, and they're the people would steal my yogurt and carry me around and stuff. So that's another part of it.
Obviously, that's why. Yeah, we need people to do that.
I need a fucking yogurt stirrer because that unstored yogurt shit just.
I can do that.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah, so we're talking about like a yogurt stirrer, but I think that would be in conjunction with a shoe closet organizer.
Oh, I'm not very good at that.
A shirt coordinator.
Yeah,
So-
I can do that.
The thing is, though, when you're thinking about stirring yogurt, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? And then you've got to think about the consistency.
I prefer the jackhammer motion of up and down. So it's kind of my thing. I think the way it is. So I think if you get to go into yogurt, you hammer the shit out of it. You just hammer it.
Oh my God, Celestine Faye, I cannot believe that you've just went, I can do that.
I can do that.
Victor, I love that. I can do that. Yes,
Victor.
I'm a massive,
Okay.
Chekhov fan.
Star Trek. Okay.
Victor.
Okay, look at that. Oh wow, we went over our 2 hours. Looks like we won't be singing.
Oh my God.
We won't be singing. No.
Aha.
Haha.
Aha.
Hang on,
thanks
you both.
everybody for listening. Thank like you guys for the song. I think this is like some kick-ass shit, so I love it. So
And thank you, mate.
fan.
Oh my god, hang on, you both
Big
gone
fan.
Yeah. There we go. You're good. I think. You there?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm still here.
There we go. It's good.
Hi.
You went funny for a minute there. Yes, what did you say?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, both of you.
And thank you
And
both.
thanks for having me as well. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yes. And it was lovely having you. And you need to come back sometime now.
Yeah, definitely come back.
Now we've
when
taken-
I'm not on.
Yeah. Like you don't want to see him again.
I do, but obviously he might not want to see me.
I love talking to you. I think that just make sure that you're in your, I don't know, your whatever room you're in. So
Oh yeah.
your planetarium or whatever you call it. So.
Okay, well, it was lovely talking to you, and we really should get off air now. So, thank you for coming, and thank you for everyone for listening, and thank you for being so interactive, because that's always fun. And we shall bug him to come back on again, because
Defo.
he's awesome. You're awesome.
All right. Well, goodbye, everybody. Love you. Love you. Heartfelt. Big thump for me.
Love you all.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.